Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Skip from Komorebi Audio here again. Today I'm going to take a look at compressors, giving you guys tips on using a compressor, but more to the point, how to set the attack and the threshold and release properly on a compressor. Compression is probably one of the most powerful tools, aside from EQ, that you can use in making music, but it's one that people don't fully understand, or they use too much of, or they just use it in the wrong way. So we've got a kick drum here. This is just a standard kick. I'll play it so you can hear it. Okay, so it sounds okay. It has a nice transient to it, but the back end of it is extremely flabby, and this is the kind of thing that isn't really going to cut through in a mix. It's just going to make your mix muddy, because you're going to be turning up to get more of the punch and the transient, but you're also going to be turning up all that flab on the end there. So what we're going to do is open up a standard compressor. I'm just going to use Logic's built-in one, and what you want to do here is just set your threshold and your ratio as high as possible, and turn your attack all the way down. So if I play this now, you'll be able to hear it. So yeah, this is the settings with the attack all the way down. As you start to lift the attack up, you're going to be allowing more of the transient through, so I'm going to show you that now. And you want to keep doing this until you can hear an audible click, almost like you're clicking your fingers, which will be the transient coming through. So you want to have that initial transient hit, and then the compressor is starting to tighten up the tail afterwards. That's going to give you a really nice punchy kick drum that can cut through the mix properly. So let's go ahead, turn up the attack some more. So yeah, I think the sweet spot for this was about 44 milliseconds. Once you've set this, I usually leave the release at auto, as it does a pretty good job of sorting out the release on its own. If you wanted to try something more experimental or fine-tune it, obviously you can take this off and dial it in yourself. So if you set the release to the lowest possible setting, which would be 5 milliseconds, this is going to mean that the compressor wears off extremely quickly, and the tail of your kick drum is going to come through very, very quickly afterwards, which might be cool for some kind of effects, but it's not generally advisable if you're looking for a standard dance music kick drum. If you want to turn it up all the way to 5,000 milliseconds, this is going to make the compressor be compressing all of your sound, apart from the very, very initial transient. But like I said, I usually just leave this on auto. So let's play it again now. So this is sounding okay. Obviously there's way too much compression on here, so this is where you can start to turn down the ratio of your compressor and the threshold to a more suitable setting. For a starting point, I usually go 5, 0 and 1, and with the threshold maybe about 20. So yeah, I'll turn the threshold up a tiny bit more. So yeah, this to me sounds a lot better than what it was before, which I'll play again now. So this is without, and this is with. A lot more punchy, a lot more clean, and this is definitely going to cut through the mix and sound really good in a club setting, or if you're playing it louder.